Hello and welcome back to the next episode of our Let's Play on Greenlands. As you can see, I've got the torch on because despite it being nearly 10 o'clock in the morning, it's actually really dark. I know it's early winter, but yeah, it's mega dark, isn't it? A couple of things we're going to do today. Firstly, before we do it, I'll keep that running. I need some help. And I've had this before and I can't remember how it was resolved because it was on Sandy Bay and it was some time ago. So this here, it says I've got about 8,000 litres of silage left, and it's the same over at what was our old farm here, where it says we've got silage left inside as well. However, you can't get it out. I can't get it out with a front loader. I can't get it out with a belt, a pickup, which is what I thought would work, and it hasn't. Now, for the money point of view, I'm not fussed. 8,000 litres, nothing is it? I'm not going to get much money off it. The issue is that whole clamp now is unusable, and that's what I'm bothered about. So I need a way to get that out. And the same with our farm here. I mean, I can always add, how much is it? I can always add that amount of money on with the government subsidies mod and just not sell it, because at the minute it's still won't let us sell it, and that's purely because of the silage that's in there. So I need to find a way to get rid. So yeah, plan for today is we're gonna nip over to the store. We're gonna lease a animal transport, and we're gonna go and get some cows. How many we're gonna get, I haven't decided yet. Obviously, we've just had the episode Operation Moneymaker. It's got us from 9,000 up to 104. But I mean, a good chunk of that was all our silage, which obviously we can't do every episode. So we'll have a look to see what contracts are back on. Like I've said in the previous episode, there's a complete change now in this series. There isn't overly long left. This series will end when FS22 comes out, and it's possibly the only one out of the three that I've got going at the minute that will end then. So we just want to make the most out of it, basically. Get as much done as possible in between now and then, which are we about 5 weeks away, something like that. If you think I'm 2 episodes a week, we haven't got that long. Although, like I've said, a lot of the winter I'm not even going to be recording. I'm just going to fast forward. Right, animal transport. That's the one I normally use. What's that give us? It's only 3 cows. So it's going to be that one. That's one I normally use for sheep and pigs. That gives us 6. That gives us 6. Yeah, so this one here. I thought I was just going to clip the back end there. Right, so the animal dealership's just down here opposite our old farm, pretty much. So yeah, any advice whatsoever, bear in mind that we're on PS5, so if it's mods that's only available on PC, then I won't be able to use it. But yeah, I need to clean them clamps out somehow. I don't know how to do it. Originally, I wasn't that fussed about this farm. Like I said, I mean, 57,000, if you're playing the long game, isn't overly much. I was quite happy just to leave it, but with the change of direction that we've had, I'd quite like to get that money on. Right, so we want these ones here, 1,970 each. I know I mean, this won't be the first one after, but this week it's been a little bit different. On the Monday and Tuesday, I've put Jack Pine out on both nights. That's despite the episode of Greenlands prior to this one, so Operation Moneymaker. That was actually recorded and uploaded first, but for some reason, the Jack Pine one's processed first on YouTube. And I don't mean just processed as in the standard definition. That went on fine, but it's the high def processing. That's what I have no idea how it gets worked out or what happens. So I think that episode of Greenlands got uploaded 4 days. I'll just check the date. Yeah, 4 days ago. And it's only just finished the high def processing. Whereas this weekend's My Farm and Life has already finished processing, or the first one has anyway. So just quickly touching on My Farm and Life, all that's ready for this weekend, or all done. I finished recording it last night and finished editing it this morning. So yep, this weekend's is all done. And I've also, ready for the weekend after, I've spent a good few hours preparing something else, which is touched on this weekend. So I don't want to say it now because it spoils things, and obviously it's all about the immersion, I suppose, on My Farm and Life, given that it is a role play. Gonna have to go near Anna. But what we do this week, what we do next week, I've already got plenty more planned. This is awfully tight, isn't it? Next time I'm just going to reverse, I think. Sorry, sheeps. One's gone through the trailer, so I think we can all agree realism's gone here. I mean, talking about that, I don't think it's happening, but on FS22, I'd like something like that, where, I mean, you don't have to see the sheep bounce off the front of the tractor or anything like that, but it'd be good if your numbers depleted if you were doing stuff like that. Or the other thing, which seems so simple as well, but I'm sure it's not, me having absolutely zero gaming programming experience, but if you leave the gates open that they escape, that seems like such a simple idea. And obviously being able to turn it on and off as well, just like you can with the weeds and lime, and just seems like a no-brainer really. Right, what I'm going to do, I'm going to quickly put a time lapse on. I think I'll probably do this and the next load, and then that might be enough for cows today. But we'll get that time lapse going and we'll be back soon. Right, so you'll see we've moved into the next day. The reason we've done that is it just got too dark to carry on doing the contract work in that field. Because I've recorded this video in two sections, I can't actually remember if I said we were going straight into a contract or whether we would just have a look. Obviously, I remember talking about sort of change of direction, and that we were going to try to get quite a lot of contracts in. So that was right next to the store, and I thought I'd be able to get it all done, but I couldn't on ×5. Just time went too quickly, even to get that field build. The other thing, heading straight up towards, isn't he? The other thing, I've lost 3. Which, I mean, this is actually quite ironic because I know I was talking about this. I've lost 3 cows overnight, so we're down to 15. And the reason for that is I forgot to give them water. So we'll do that now before we lose any more. If it's going to let us put it somewhere. Why won't that let us put it anywhere closer than that? It's a bit strange. I mean, that should still be close enough. Yeah, it is. And we'll not be cutting that field anymore now anyway. Right, so that was 5 grand. Let's have a look at. So then I've got water, they've got grass, although I intend to get TMR as soon as I can. They've got both, so they're happy. Right, we'll nip over and we'll finish off that contract. Right, we're over at the store, and in an interesting turn of events, and when I say interesting, I mean mega annoying. For some reason, they cancelled the contract's gone. Like it didn't exist. So last night I left the what was it? Was it a Valtra tractor here? Attached to the auto stacker, ready for daylight hours to then go and collect the bales. That's gone. If I go onto here, the actual contract itself is gone. However, if I go over to the field, the bales are there. I mean, still got over a day to go. So what I'm going to do is hire an auto stacker and then see if we can pick them bales up to try to at least save something. I hope this works, otherwise we've lost 3 animals, we've lost a 14 grand contract and a building technology, where is it? And then we've lost all our extra bales as well. Right, 3.5 grand. I really, really hope this works. I've just got it in my head that it's going to say you don't have access to this land. Yes! Right. So we will get something out of it. I haven't counted the bales, so I have no idea. We'll just have to wait until we get them all stacked up and over at the biogas. But yeah, at least we will get something. I know in the first part, well, when I recorded the first part, I was talking about the silage within the clamps. If anyone knows how to get rid of that, if you can, please let us know, because it's doing me in. What I'm going to do is I'm going to finish it here, and then in the next video we'll see how many bales we've got, and if I jump forward a day, which I was planning on doing anyway, like I said, through winter, I was just going to make sure the animals are fed, but then just try to jump through as much as possible. We'll see how much we make out of them. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time on the next episode of Greenlands.